Do you desire to develop a career in media and journalism, beauty and cosmetology, fashion and designing? Then the best institution to help you achieve your desired goals is GH Schools. In our media school, we offer 1-year certificate and 2 years diploma courses in television and film production, journalism and media studies, journalism and media art. In our cosmetology school, we offer 2 years full cosmetology course, 1.5 years beauty therapy course, 1 year beauty specialist course. In the fashion school, our programs include 1 year certificate course in fashion design, 2 years diploma course in fashion design and technology. At GH Schools, industrial attachment is assured. We offer 70% practical training and 30% theory. Our fees are affordable and paid in installments. Register online at www.admissions.ghschools.online. GH Schools. Train, practice, achieve.
Alright, so time up for us to do the next discussion here on Sammy Flex TV. This is called Showbiz Daily. Now we're about to do a discussion here in Ghana, something about us. After the Liberia business, we are now back in Ghana to do it our own way, and I have two of my favorite people with me. One is a musician, he is also in the police service as well, and I also have one who is a record label boss, and again he is an entertainment journalist, aka Zola Beam. Zola, everything fine?
Everything cool, boss.
Yeah. What are you serving yourself? Storm energy in your blood, or you want to do Heineken or some Sobolo? You do Manila, eh? Yeah, I know Manila is your guy. You know, Kejapo is your guy. So you surely do Manil, and it's right. It's right. So we are good. And Charlie, hope you are good, big man.
I'll go there now.
Charlie, I've missed you, man.
I miss you, pa.
No, me and we go way back, oh.
Definitely, most definitely.
Yeah, since my days at Plus FM.
That's right.
When he gave us a song called Akoko Nchiwa.
And I think the Pretty Nadia rhythm by then.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
So
Do you
solid.
still remember Akoko Nchiwa?
Yeah, I do.
Sing it.
Anka wabesa dane chana mu anka sama don't be a sheno o de wo kesi ya behano o wahano ai o de no ya hana mama o sin da hu be nya no na o me fili o nti hwe wo mpie wi age anajo o won fa no yonko enu nti kukwenchiwa enchiwa eya buna wa mata friendly nasa wo be dwemwa anko besapa ye wa maneni nasa wo be dwem achina vintentem so.
Wow, Charlie is the man. Now, sometimes when I go on to social media and I see everyone talking about a song that is really enjoying airplay, I'll go like, okay, maybe this is the time. Maybe after all the hassle and the bustle, this is the time for the man called Charlie to get that necessary recognition. And that is what we're talking about. And that song is also part of the JMJ's Rhythm of the. Do you have a video for that yet?
Yes, I do.
I'm reading so many comments down there with people saying, I love this song, I love this song, I love this song. Yes, this song is really doing all the magic for Charlie. Now, Charlie, let's start with fashion. I know you are still in the service.
Should I be your friend?
I know you are still in the service. And now you have some break. Take your cap. Let's feel there.
Right?
Yeah.
I have my punk.
This is called punk.
Yeah, I choose to, add a little style in gel.
Okay.
And then, mash it up a bit.
I see. So when you put on uniform, you still have this hair?
Of course, you are supposed to have your full regalia. So your cap is part of the regalia.
So
you don't
it covers it away.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
So now I hear that you are the only artist in Ghana who can shoot. Stoneboy can shoot.
Where did you hear that?
Where did you hear that?
Stoneboy can shoot. Only Charlie can shoot. Oh no, I think someone told me that. Charlie is the only artist in Ghana who can shoot.
We are cautious, when we are trying those parts.
Yeah, I know.
We wouldn't want that culture whereby as Ghanaians inseminating, and everybody's scared to go out to the dance, and everybody's scared to have party anymore. You know. Were you there when the incidents occurred?
Yeah, I was there.
What happened to you?
Something else happened. Darling, give me punch.
Punchline.
I swear. I swear the punch. Now, Charlie, do you think this is the time now? Because, like I'm saying, I wake up and everywhere, Charlie. Almost everyone is mentioning Charlie.
Yeah.
What is working? What is the magic? What are you doing differently now? Because I know how you started gradually, and now the attention recognition seems to be now. What is happening to you differently?
Well, what should I say? I only think I've been a bit consistent this time around. I decided to be more consistent. And then secondly, I think people are beginning to hear more wider. And so now tapping into my vibe hasn't been that difficult for years now, especially the young ones growing up, you know. I think when I brought my thing to studios, when I started recording and stuff, people were like, yo, you're prolific, you're good, but I'm like, but what? And then the next thing is, and yani I'm for penny B. You know, it was so to me, yani I'm for penny B. It got to a time, it was a bit confusing, yeah, but it was just for a short while. I realized, I'm not crowd only boy. Art is all about intriguingness. Art is intriguing. It's more about developing what you are thinking of. Until you bring it up for, nobody knows what you are planning to do or what you are building. So why don't you just relax and build? And these were the moments I had built techniques. Foreigners were hearing me do them and they're like, you're a genius, you're wow. And I'm still finding touchdown, and people are like, well, you got to find what the people like. I'm like, okay, let me keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, I think I needed along the line to find a little funds to hold myself steady, and that got me into a job and holding myself steady and building what I thought would be good. So, yeah.
Are you part of the high grade family? This question always beats my mind.
Not anymore, but I'm still a family.
When you say not anymore, what does it mean?
You know, some time back, it would be maybe high grade, assessing your work and being like, okay, this is what we are releasing, or that. But it's not like that anymore. This time around, it's me deciding what to release and when to release it, at least for now.
So were you actually signed?
Not on paper.
Not on paper. Yeah, that kind of verbal agreement.
Yeah.
That you're part of the high grade family.
I always understand it by the family, you know, sign that goes after the high grade.
Okay.
You know how this whole thing goes?
Yeah.
Exactly. Family, and then your thing is being hyped, and the family accepts you. Actually, my major fan base has been from the high grade family. Major, and where my propelling started.
I see. Alright, so Charlie is still here, and I have Mr. Michael now who has joined us. There is a project we have to talk about from Mr. Nas camp. I don't know why he decided to come late. Taking us away into the Charlie discussion before. And then Zola is also here. We are doing the same business. And the same business, what I mean is that we are still talking music business, and today our artist is Charlie, who is getting the recognition that we all want. Let's talk about the rhythm. How was the calling for you when you were called, what you were told? Because I know it is part of the eye-opening session for you, where now people have seen that, okay, this is the guy. After doing this on the rhythm, how were you called? And when the call came, how was the communication like?
Well, Jam Master J has been a person I knew a little while. During that high grade days, Tony actually took me to him.
Okay.
And was like, by then I think Jam had heard a work or two from me, like had heard a couple of works from me. And so from his point of view, he said he felt I'm a good writer, very good writer. I only needed to understand how Ghanaians want their package from his side. I think it took like 2 years before we worked. Like the first time I was introduced to him with Tony, you know, we're just driving past. He's like, this is the studio, we call him, he's like, I'm here, pick me up. We go there, and then we come back to the studio, I get to know the studio. And then it took like 2 years. The next call was, I should help write a song for her. And then, you know, building that rapport artist engineer. And so I moved to Dansoman actually, and then we had become more like you drive past my place and then I can just enter anytime and we have a vibe. And he's like, okay, I'm building this. There's that rhythm of the chorus, that, and I have this version, I have that, I have these artists I'm selecting and stuff, and I think I'll put you on the dance all day. I quite remember I requested to be placed on all the rhythms, and then he was like, no, that will be biased. Okay, so he gave me the dance hall one, that is the enjoy, yes, yeah. And then I recorded that. Surprisingly, 2 days to, I think a day to him going to master the works with you beat. He gets in touch with me and it's like, you Richard, when you slow to back or a climb back or that Afro beat, and so I want you to work that. Now the parameters are you have from tonight, like from 8 p.m. or something to the next day by 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. I think we are done. We can't record it anymore. Wow. I have to carry everything. I'm like, okay, send me the beat. I was on duty.
Oh, you were even on duty?
Yeah, wow. So he sent me the beat. I listened to it in my car. Okay, cool. Ideas started popping up. Usually I have melodies and songs recorded halfway or quarter on my phone, playing. So I started tapping into my vibes, which one fits. I got like 3 songs, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna edit and then infuse them. But I have this adrenaline. Anything I write home, I might end up not using it in the studio. And so when I'm building a good song, I don't rush it, I leave it halfway, and then I let the adrenaline work when I'm in the studio. I'm a person that thinks on my feet. And so I enter, I'm like, Jam. He's like, okay, Charlie, this is good, you came. That was the next day, like 2 p.m. I'm like, okay, I have between now to work 5 p.m. I have to get to Paris 6 p.m. So let's do this. Is your mic on? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, that's my vocals. I enter, and then he starts everything. I'm like, are you recording? He's like, yeah. I'm like, hello. What's your name? I'm like, he wants to talk. I'm like, yeah, so I keep recording. The first verse is done. It's like, oh, I like your feel, I like your mood. I'm like, okay, let's jump the bridge. I'm thinking, I feel. I didn't have it in mind back then. I'm like, let's jump it. Go to the second verse. I built all that part. I'm like, can I take a little leave? Ease off the stress and then refresh my mind. I take off. And then I'm back like 5 minutes. I'm like, pick me.
Wow.
I keep thinking of you. Yeah.
Now I know it will come to someone. It will come to someone as, oh, it was easy there, bro. It wasn't easy.
Never.
What you are enjoying like that? No, it wasn't easy. Now, Jalid, let's sing it proper. When you were doing it, I wanted you to sing it like, I don't know.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Okay, so I started like, hello. What's your name? From now I dream of that. I don't be better be who's ever Boboja. Hello. I'll pray money wine and them. My friend was happy one fight. My dear me better be who's ever Boboja. I'm feeling lonely. Me a young girl who I'm tonight. Baby, I'm coming my way feeling right. Me near Uber, mama why you nice, mama why you fine. I'm feeling lonely, me a young girl I'm in tonight. Baby, I'm coming my way feeling right. Me near Uber, mama why you nice, mama why you fine. I'm thinking of you, of you. Yeah, keep thinking of you, of you. Yeah, my baby. I am in number 1 million. I'm family going to say I come and go. I don't want to have a feeling as if you don't demand can I bring me a man. I am as if you want for people from.
Morning no and I feel more sorry. Yeah, could it be the last time you're fighting now? Where you want make some excuse feed of me long time. Girl, you know I'm missing you. Me travel for yana many jina boo. Right now, members and so I'm writing to you, I need to hear from you, I'm feeling lonely, me I'm coming tonight. Baby, I'm coming, I'm feeling right. Meaning you open, mama, why you nice, mama, why you fine. I'm feeling lonely, me I'm coming tonight. Baby, I'm coming, I'm feeling right. Meaning you open, mama, why you nice, I don't know why you fine.
Whoa! And it was made.
Whoa!
No, it comes easy, but it is not easy.
Whoa.
So within just about 3 hours from 2 to 5,
Yeah.
this guy created this hit that almost everyone is talking about in our music industry. His name is Jali. Now I'm so happy. So Jali, where should we place you? Should we place you under Afrobeat or should we place you under reggae dancehall?
I'm a musician. Usually we drive inspiration from so many places, you know. Sometimes you start building a song from an Afrobeat point and then it ends up being, I mean, a slow jam or a high life or something else, you know. It's intriguing. And these days you don't even get raw journeys. There are fusions. Fusions. And so if you want to put Jali under a box, it becomes difficult. You can box my song, like based on the tempo, based on the instrumentation, based on the ensemblement and everything, the tempo, everything. This is an Afrobeat, yes, then you can compete there. But me, myself, as a person, boxing me.
See, are you going to be the competition to Calvin Boy?
Should I? I'm singing me. You're singing me. I mean, you don't
because now he is the proponent of Afrobeats, and with what you've started doing, I'm scared that the competition is going to get tougher.
I don't think I have started. I've been doing this a long time.
Yes, I know. What I mean is,
like
with the energy that now you are putting in the game, the speed. Okay, let me say the speed, the pace at which you are going.
Well, Sammy, look at it like this.
Okay.
Look at the pedestal I'm on right now. Look at him. I'm an indie artist, okay? I came here virtually alone, right? So you kind of like pulling all strings together myself. I don't know what to say, but you can judge it for yourself. So if I should get such a pedestal, I mean, everybody doing stuff for me.
Okay. But can it be that maybe because of the service, even if there is an investor, he might think, Gary, there's so your time now. No, your friend is so great duty and show you like baby I never say a cover. Is that also working as a hindrance?
Why should people always limit ourselves before we even get to the bridge? I think usually we do that to limit ourselves. It's only our brains that limit us to whatever we can do. It's only our brains. So why do you limit it? I mean, you're liable to go as extreme as you can. And this is what I was born to do. This is what I'm doing and enjoying it. I mean, and I'm going all hard for it now. You know, and you know, I think investors see money in what they want to invest in before they invest in. So if any investor is seeing money in my works, what hindrance? Money does all things. And I'm what? You could just cigar. Why would I be on the other side? I mean,
so does it mean no one has come at all, or some people are coming?
Well, for now, nobody's putting money budget in front of me. It's been the usual Ghanaian talk.
I see. Okay, so let me leave the rest for my man, Mr. Michael, and Zola. Zola, I want to ask you most more questions. So they comment there, but I'll be reading some. But first, let me send greetings from Yao Great to you. He's really making noise about what you're doing. So shout out to you, Yao Great. Okay, Zola, questions to your man.
First of all, I didn't say I've known Jali for a while. I'm not, and yet you know really my mindset. Who is Jali? And I say I should research about Jali.
Okay.
I got to know Jali through the other boys.
Another voice.
Yeah. Danny Sparkle, that guy moves with Lingua Cat. And then now done a couple of times with Lingua Cat. So that was where I got to know Jared. Jared, for Ghanaians to now see there's an artist called Jared, sometimes a shame. Because Jared has been there and then a couple of rhythms. I think he wrote a song for Weekend also. Because Weekend was a high grade. So I know Jared.
Okay.
But with he made a statement, which people say we find out more.
Okay.
With him saying he's no more with high grade, and back then he has to go through a process before releasing song. Can I say that Enona like I hold him back from releasing song because from when Alka said he's no more with high grade family, I think he has released two or three songs. More than right. Okay. But it never took long for you to release those songs. But with high grade, you might release at least a couple of songs a year or maybe, and then to take time for you to release another song. So in my own way, can I say high grade was a hindrance to whatever you're enjoying now?
I mean, should we put it that way? You know, it's management and then, I mean, it's bearings. People have their own readings and then what they think are projections that leads to releasing a type of song. You understand it? And then, I mean, maybe they will weigh this and weigh that and be like, okay, we shouldn't release a reggae song at this time, or we shouldn't release an Afrobeat song, or who knows? It's somebody's bearing. So I shouldn't say it had been a hindrance. I should say it rather taught me how to weigh things and then release. Now I can decide to release. I mean, I'm thinking coming next year or something, I'll be releasing 2 in a month or 1 song with a video in a month. I mean, heading towards. It taught me things. It taught me to understand things. It gave me patience, and patience is very important in this job. It was somebody deciding, okay, these are the parameters I am checking to release a song. But now it's normal.
And then with the investment bit, have you been approached by an investor and then felt like you've given them a kind of condition that the investor feels like, no, I can't work with like Jared?
Usually, what conditions would me, the artist, give? I look at your conditions that you are bringing on board, you know. But people don't seem to get the management thing in Ghana. It looks like they should buy you all in whole. I mean, they don't look at projects. Okay, Jalid, I want to manage an album project with you. And so, for like this year, what do you think? I feel like, okay, I have a Lovers Rock project. It's like, okay, I want to manage that project. I think people are being selfish too much. They want to have you all, and so you can do other stuff. I can release a Lovers Rock project for you, and then I can release an Afrobeat project for another person, different managements. And then we decide as to how to play the shows. Okay, I said that's what brings in the touring. That's what brings in the activeness of an artist. But I'm not for person too much. Like they wanna have you and then decide, okay, month we wish you next month you're able to. Meanwhile, he doesn't consider the value you have put in yourself. I mean, look at me, the level I've been able to do for myself as an artist. If you want to sign me, then you value all those stuff. And I mean, I've put in value. I drive every day. I buy fuel. I look good. I buy my dresses. I feed myself. I do stuff for myself. So I've recorded. I've not released that are more than the ones I've released, and I have more written in head and on paper than the ones I've even recorded. And so if you want to stifle me like for the whole 2 years or 3 years, you're not going to release on your own, whatever, then you need to take all this together. But people don't seem to get that aspect of art management, and so it becomes a bit dicey. For me, if you come, it's intriguing. Okay, Jali, projects bear now one as and bear you mind you, it's not been any serious business-minded person putting business for. Otherwise, I'll be on board. I think these are the platforms I should be on too. I mean, entice or bring on board real serious business-minded people to do that.
Let me do a follow-up question to what Zola you also asking. It is obvious that lately so many artists don't want to be taking so much instructions and restrictions from record labels. And listening to your story from High Grade, the fact that they had ways you should do, and you thought that okay, I also had my way. Are you sure you are ready to commit to a label?
No.
Because me, I've spoken to so many as they tell me, Charlie, the label thing, restriction is too much. Even this man here has an example where his fresh artist, the fresh artist is playing funny games with them. You know?
Sammy, let's not forget something. I never said I had a problem with anyhow, anyway.
No, we are not saying it's a problem. We are saying it's about the artist, your feel, your flow, and what the flow and feel of the record label is.
It can make or unmake you. That is one thing. But first of all, if you want to manage an art, okay, start seeing through the lenses of that artist, and then you start gearing it. But if you are bringing whatever, your own foresight and whatever, to come in and quote whatever I was doing that enticed you to bring you on board, then we are going wrong ways. First of all, if I'm understood well,
yeah.
If it should be like, oh, the shirt me quote for fraud, although you saw something good in me, that should rather be steered towards a direction. But now my direction is being tilted around and stuff. I wouldn't go for such a management, because I have an ideology, I have a whole concept, and I have stuff that I want to channel through the system as an artist. I sing more love songs. I have reasons for singing them. I can go extremely hard and do my thing. I do that when necessary. But I feel love is the ultimate. Makes my job easier. And so, I mean, so we have to synchronize and go on the same line so that we have a management. No problem.
I see. Zula, is that all? So I'll go to Mr. Now. Alright, Mr. Now, I'm sure you can come in.
Yes.
Someone has a message from Charlie Roland Amate. He says you should stop looking at the screen and watch the camera. Rasta, I come in.
Yes.
Rasta, I miss you, man.
Yes.
Yeah, Rasta will be joining us tomorrow.
Nice one.
Shout out to you, Roland Amate.
Nice one. He's brought a new idea. I think that we can push a conversation in that direction. Where he's saying that we have an artist, instead of a management owning the artist, the management could rather sign a contract with some of the products from the artist. So let's say you, Mr. Ban, you are versatile. You can do dancehall, you can do Afro, you can do love songs, whatever. Now I'm a management, I'm a record label. I'm interested in the dancehall music that's coming from you. And that record label may be interested in the Afro that's coming from you. Do you understand? So one person, you could be signed on to different record labels. Just make sure you're able to deliver. I think it's a very good conversation that we can actually push.
Not one person.
Yes.
It's the works.
Exactly. So you are dealing with management A based on your, let's say, dancehall works.
The product that I'm
exactly. And you're dealing with management B based on your Afro beats that you're releasing.
Why? Because they are all marketed in different sectors.
Precisely.
So you might know the Afrobeat marketing, but you don't know the dancehall marketing.
You know, it's a very interesting thing I just picked from what he said. Yes, you know.
Rasta, I think you are making a good point.
Yeah.
But sometimes it depends on the artist as well.
Yeah.
In my case, the artist on 7 Wave Records, we signed the artist based on a project, which is 3 albums.
Right.
And not
You signed him based on a project.
Yes, released 3 albums.
He was supposed to do 3 albums,
3 albums for the
with 7th Wave
Yeah.
Records.
But here's the case, he feels that 3 album project wouldn't suit him.
Yeah.
And he feels like, no, I need to do my own thing.
Yeah.
And the album was going to be paid by
7 Wave Records.
okay,
It's
and the
promotion,
engineer and
everything is 7 Wave Records.
Okay, so now hear this. You know about art, it's so intriguing. I might want to work with this engineer because he gives me that touch,
Excessive
that flow
vibe.
anytime I go with there. We might even meet midnight, and you don't know where we pass before we get out. And you are restricting me in your studio with that engineer.
He wasn't restricted.
Yeah.
We gave him the go ahead. Yeah, understand. But we gave him the go ahead to work with whichever sound engineer he feels comfortable with.
Okay.
And he presented a sound engineer.
Okay.
So, and then this is the same sound engineer that doesn't have a studio.
Oh.
So we made it. We made them aware that we're going to provide you guys with a studio for you and your sound engineer
To work.
Mm.
I want to come in again and ask a question.
You are just speaking in favor of artists.
All right.
That's what
Yeah,
So
I want to ask a genuine question. There are categories of artists. What category do you think that artist was in? Because some artists need to be picked and nurtured. Okay, a man in want to pa. Alright. If you are what a man in one drink or point to this, one drink or so, a Martin Niwe or Mope. And the way then you factorizing into what you man away and you expose him to those works and then build that part. There was a nature man do artists do have a being that what they not too set and so no carried away already. Now when your competitors were set and so cause were ripe. Categories of artists. Of us artists now are ripe and now man start 3 album projects and now we're really in them because already big crowd was sketches. When the engineers be blowing out for pen or back call no yeah, you man also be a wafa artist I feel be a very secondary school. He's prolific, yes. Ocean Ejuma that actually obey but he needs the experience, he needs the build up, he needs the mastering, he needs the groove. Also the 3 albums contract are shared within 2 years. On one more play a new back when to make sure this mess comes near grouping in album artists.
Well, you see, Jolly never understand what you're saying. No, you're making sense, but what I mean is, the label also,
because the amount is specific year on fan line 3 albums.
What was it?
Not me, I know that, you see, a time is coming, and recently I'm sure that it was part of PDD's rant on Twitter. A time is coming that no artist would even love to sign to a
record label. Yes.
Because the label gives them so much restrictions.
Exactly.
Oh, don't go here, don't go there, don't do
and
this.
That's your energy. That's what you.
And that's one point you made. That's one point you made. Say you as the record label, no, you saw something before you came. You know, you came for the guy and say, now it's actually.
No, you see, they don't change it though. They also come with their business plan. They also think that, okay, with this we want to do, this is our plan, we think this is workable.
But it should be a consensus.
Very good.
All the time, the artist would want to win.
Why? Because we are using the artist. You are using the artist to win.
but guys, don't be scared though. Don't be scared though. If you are still watching us out there and you are abroad or in Ghana, you want to do something with Charlie, it's open. When it comes to talent, that one I can always guarantee for him that this guy will bring you your returns. No. He is talented. Too dope.
I remember the day we did a review on the rhythms of the Yeah. I think I was on set when we did his particular thing, and I voted for him. Yeah. You know, it was like, oh, okay. Now I'm sitting right next to the guy.
Yeah. Charlie, what is that thing beyond the investors thing, beyond the record labels or whoever will come and put something in your trade? What is that opportunity you are looking for that you believe that should that opportunity drop today, boom, what we are going to see will be a great artist in the world?
I think I'm now more focused on the publishing aspect of the work, the marketing aspect of the work. You know, people haven't really been fair to artists from Ghana. People haven't really been fair to artists from Ghana.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? For instance, you are called on a rhythm. You record the rhythm, you are done, and you are being told you have the performing rights. I have the digital rights. I'm like, no, it's not like that.
When you guys are called to feature on rhythms?
No, I had it once. Unfortunately, most of the rhythms don't even talk about it. They just record it and put it there.
So in your case with the Rhythm of the Gods, what was the agreement?
What was the agreement? We recorded, and then the work was good. And the agreement is supposed to be based on international laws, because a paper was not signed before the.
So you also don't have the publishing rights for that rhythm, I guess.
I have a publishing right to that. Why wouldn't I? Naturally, the laws, international laws, says that me as a writer of that song have a publishing right to the song.
So have you published Rhythm of the Gods in your name?
There was a little bit of here and there.
Where here and there means what?
You understand, you know. I have to come in and say, no, I'm the writer.
JMJ says you can't publish it?
Yes. That's serious. You have a squeeze face, but it's fun to me. You know why? Look at me. I mean, I go to university, I learn music business and stuff. I go to police, I mean, I'm working, and I write songs, and somebody is telling me you are performing right in Corona season. Well, nobody's playing shows. I mean, it's really obvious in the class one child.
You are performing right in Corona
season. And come back again. You are not performing. So, where is the performing right? Now I tell you, look at this. You're a producer. My main candy, Mimbu never will cheat when I'm into the also watching. Miss Mitching. Was a mess you are matching, not a matching. Literally meaning you they carry your own weight. Me too they carry my weight. Now is it make me I lift my weight with my kappa. Make you watch under my headband. Why you won't watch under my headband? I never watch your own. You produce beat and that publishing right of production is yours. I write my song and that publishing right of writing my song is mine. If you did in that, then you can see, okay, I have a 0.01% in your writing because I did in that. Okay. But whereby you did nothing in my singing, not even contributing like Chiahase Kra, then you don't have anything in my publishing as a writer. Okay. Now you say this and people start thinking you are complicated. No, international law says this.
So can I say that that has brought some friction between you and JMJ?
Well, on my part, I think open-minded, and these things shouldn't bring.
But it has.
I mean, there are messages that suggest that he's a bit awkward about me spilling the tune. You know. For now, there's a contention of it. Okay. I released my video. I'm dropping this here as fresh because I laugh like this and I pull the issue like that. Now he talks about why. Okay, I've been flagged on my video the very first day I placed it on YouTube.
That's lonely.
Yes. I paid it myself. The shooting, the promoting, everything of it. Right now, okay. You pushed an amount on your promo, which you haven't spelled out on paper yet. Usually, no. Like you put it at 4, we look at it, I'm going to spend this amount of money on promo for this amount of months or whatever. And so, I'm to be allowed to recoup whatever money I'm investing in for this number of months or years. And then after that, your rights, this, that, you know, mechanical rights and everything, you risk it all and then it comes back to you. Because if you are you just start I shot the video, I did that. Now I bear this cost of shooting the video, promoting it, pulling strings here and there, even on radio. I am pushing it myself and everything, and you're still telling me I have just performing right. Come on, you know, be fair.
So the YouTube thing, have you been able to resolve it?
Well, I'm still on it, but I still have, the last time I checked, I still have my thing flagged like copyright. Copyrighted to who? Extra large music, I mean, I'm not being complicated here, but consider me, I have a family too.
Hey, this is a big issue.
That's a big issue.
This publishing distribution, guys. I would like to know if you are working with a distribution company.
I have a distribution company, yes. But don't forget, distributing companies are different from publishing companies.
Yeah.
distribution companies are only distributing your works. Publishing companies have to register you as a writer and everything, so that any song that is released, like you wrote it, it is tagged to your IP address or IPI, and then anything that is jolly, your voice and everything wires to your side, and that is the side most people in this industry hide from us. But if you hide that from me, we both lose.
But I know this particular discussion we're going to continue some other day.
That's right.
Yeah, this is a big issue.
It's a big one.
It's a big one. So I'm asking that. I know what's her name? Fantana also has a video of her song. What does it mean that she's also not getting revenue from it, and she has been flagged copyright?
For now, I can't see it. But
no, but if it's happening to him,
then
it should happen to her as well. They say what is good for the goose is good for the gander.
But they might have a different agreement.
Yes, definitely.
They might.
Because artists go with different weights.
Yeah, they might.
Don't forget I told you there are categories. I'm coming in as an underdog. Okay? Like somebody saying I'm doing you a favor. But no, I've been on other rhythms that made you want me on your rhythm, and I've proven my worth. I mean on it. Mind you, put Lonely aside, and my big boy thing is a big challenge to everybody on it. Must I even say this? Every rhythm I have been on, from Pretty Nadia, every rhythm I have been on, check my weight on it. Unfortunately, I mean, we are now building plugins and stuff, and so some of these works grow gradually. Otherwise, JKD told you the last time on I think I mean,
interesting.
I like the way he understands the work he's doing. He's the music side, because before a sound engineer or a manager will even upload a song for publishing something, there's a form we fill, and then the writer's name has to be in it. Recently it happened to Marco Mountain and Sako, and then they really saw he received some amount of money.
I think it's £500 or so.
Yes,
that's really
so I might say, in my own way, I might say, was it a deliberate action to even be like
sideline him
and be like, oh, we helped him to get this kind of money because Jali Nagasano
could be a name,
could be a name until the end happen, so let's hide this.
But that's also not safe.
like,
Could it be the intention for them? Because definitely the name has to be in it.
when you're going into some of these things, you know, it's intriguing, and usually you don't even foresee some of these things before they start bubbling up. Usually, people have their minds on the kind of artist that can blow their rhythm. That's honest. He knows, I say, maybe my friends, and many more. So me bano. Me will be so only pan out when they are told us or no. Yanya do money and shadi. Me reading will be a mystery. First of all, Benyam of Frasa. A month when I do want to sap a destal living now, over age mates. The big grano, said the Chin one more grand. Intino, me, Mooney, into the idea will be a Jidin and as with starting in Sue Jarent and near Coco. And let it be with your China. Until the 19 since you, what's here, how many feet? That is how come I started doing more readings. Because what's an answer? Wow, what to beat and up where you man and they are no. A check, okay, also one day, Messom one day. Yeah, you ma back on the area and they're pat, a one on the airport. And so I think readings have really helped me.
He's saying some very serious things.
I know. I know you are also a producer. How should we handle this moving forward? But side discussion, better to us.
Definitely.
How should we handle this moving forward?
Russ, I mean, the name of the game is honesty. What you say? When let me give benefit of the doubt to the producer. Say ABR is an oversight. If it's
oversight that he will give publishing right to.
Let me just give benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Say it's a clear oversight. Granted, that is an oversight. It can be corrected. There should be no issue when your attention is drawn to it. Say, oh, I see, I say, we kakra. Until let's backtrack and put things in their right perspective. What I say, that shouldn't bring an issue. But when your attention is called to it, and then we begin to see issues coming out, that will now question your intention. Say, I didn't know, I may say oversight, but I say, you know, that's where the issues get to start. What I say. And mind you, artists, this man, I'm impressed with him. He's very, very enlightened. He's well educated, well versed in his trade. All right. The business side of music, Makani had that. So most people, most artists are so naive. They are so much engrossed into I want to blow the fame, until they just plunge their head deep into it without reading even contracts. People don't know how to even read contracts. They don't even read in between the lines until say assembly started the bar. Then they begin to see me and I see you know. And I think honesty must start from the start. Once you sign on the guy, you bring on the guy. Let's all sit down. If it means say getting a third party to come and explain the details, so be it. So that we all be on the same page. Say you as an artist now, this is your percentage. This is your contribution to the work or to the product. Me as a producer, this is my percentage to the product. You know, so if we market it, not profit be a bar. This is how much you're entitled to. This is how much I'm entitled to. Sika hoarding. You know, money brings a lot of untold confusions here and there. You know, and personally, as a creative person, I hate talking about money because it breaks down the creativity.
Very good. I was about to chip in.
So what I say, it breaks down the creativity. So I think, say, if we are able to solve this thing right from the start, then it will be a dreamer than other fine. Then the creative juices will start flowing. That's when we begin to get more hits. DB, DB. That's the name of the game. That's it.
Just like he said, usually when you put in these things,
reading the messages,
it do a command a stifles creativity.
Yes.
So after you have created the product, that is sounding good. Why don't you sit down, look at the product and say, okay, I'm fine to see it. That's what I'm the baby and your partner. Yet, once a year, why I throw back where that it will be.
Jolly is making some sense. Jolly, you're better to ask you have part two of the discussion. Your final words, let's run away from here.
I mean, I give thanks to the Almighty God, Jah, every time, because I mean, who knows? People were saying I can't do this, merging the two works or whatever. But here we are. I mean, we have more songs to release. We are working. We're giving thanks to all support wherever it has come from. You know, anybody who has supported us. My wife. I mean, she's gone through the toil of it. You know, instead of sleeping, you are out there roaming and stuff. Nana, I love you. Pick up yourself. Give thanks to. I mean, all my friends, Harry Potter. I mean, all my DJ friends. Ganj, J.O., Hagla, my commander,
Catch you for barracks.
Wow, I'm promising you this. I'm actually going to have a part two of this discussion maybe on xylophone, where we call some producers to be part of this discussion. Because this is an eye-opening kind of conversation that after the readings, and you see, let me say this. Recently, one producer whose name I would like to hide called Sammy. You cry so many artists that you've been interviewing. Why don't you do an album, Sammy Flex album? Take them to a studio, put them on, and own the song. He told me, oh, it is a long-term benefit. So this is what this guy is talking about. So when I get the song, like the boys who come here, I have a producer like say, Mr. Na, Charlie Moore recording beats, and you make a video. Then I will post it on my channels,
as your
make
property.
the revenue, and they don't.
Exactly. Usually they do the paper behind you, and then on the writer's place they write
Put their names.
and then you sign the paper because you are hungry to record, and then you sign it.
No, there's a big discussion.
You know, it happens to
It is.
this huge artist you've heard of, Chakade Butterfly. Yes.
No, there's a big discussion.
For the rest of your life.
There are a lot of things that artists can benefit from without even. You see, most artists can benefit from the little music they are doing that is not even song. They can benefit a lot from this digital sales and use it to promote themselves. Because our system is such that without his song, Charlie, they knew. But with this digital thing, when everything is set right with the publishing and everything,
But
you can
But Azula, so let's say if it hadn't been Corona season and performances were happening, how about that? Can we also equate that to maybe getting the publishing right? So because this song now is doing so well. Imagine this man is getting on the show, taking the 50,000, 20,000 playing shows. And also, because I want that producers know that is their argument too.
Okay,
The
but you are not
producer
saying-
because that money when they also take it,
You didn't
not bring
mention-
them anything.
And the question is, how long
you
can
didn't
you perform?
mention,
How long
imagine
can you
he's not sleeping through the night. Imagine him sleeping with his legs hanged in the plane. Imagine him stressing his son. You know, I babysit throughout the day. Yes, from morning till like 5 p.m. I babysit my
So
son.
the wife goes to work.
Yes. And so look at this, I go to work at night. I come back stressed already. I have a little boy that is like 1.5 years that I have to cater for. But that 1 hour, not 2 hours, and I'm done as a metro man, I made my calls to be real quick and that's the stress I go through. And the all come 50,000, no, but you're not saying how I go through getting the song.
That is why it's a discussion. That is why it's a discussion. Because see, the producers are also thinking about something that really and truly. Also beats, you know. Honestly, they
Come
boy.
on,
A big one.
Did you publish it?
He's really
A big one.
he's really educated. But
Yeah.
I hope say, Anka, this agreement should have been done before
the
first
recording. Yeah.
and everything.
It stifles the creativity when you do that.
See,
some kind of recording
See.
because artists is being so careful, and that is not art. Art is when you are
The time so
Yes,
and I time today thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, Richie Flex, Lapiji, Nana Regan, and Tim Dodo Solomon, MC Perima, and to Tilly Akiani, and to you guys as well. Great guys who are always watching us. God bless you. To Dali, God bless you. I know he's busy, but he still found time to come here. God bless Mr. Na. To Zola B, 7th Records.